What, did she suck it? What was... What? Once it's all over, we both clean the mess of common silence. And after cleaning all of it, Aurea cleans her hands with wet tissues. She's totally silent. Should I say something? I mean, what did they do? What? The fact that the fact that he did, you know, come, which means they succeeded. What can I even say at a time like this? I stopped the video a long while ago, of course. They don't really record what happens after the guy comes too much to begin with. The smell is really strong. It's been a while since I came at all. You don't need... brother, you could have left the description of your cum in the hate scene instead of keeping it in the all ages version. You know, there's no real reason for you to keep the cum description. If you're a guy, which I can guarantee most guys who are playing through this game, most of the audience playing through this game are guys. They all know what it smells like, and they already know what it's like. You don't need to... My cum is so thick and jelly-like that it's hard to clean up. Hard to clean up. Where did you come? But even if I wasn't able to get a full erection, I'm very glad I was able to come. I just wonder what Aurea is thinking right now.
Wet tissue 使いますか?
Oh, yeah, thanks. I'm still feeling hot and sensitive. I take some tissues from the box and wipe my hands. But there's still a bit of a smell. Come to think of it, I think I saw some deodorant spray in her room. Aurea, I'm gonna use some of the spray.
ダメです。
But the smell...
あまり消臭スプレーの香りは好きではないので、あくまで来客時のマナーとして置いてあるだけで。
So you're saying you prefer the cum smell over the deodorant smell?
できれば使いたくありません。
Okay, but are you sure? The cum smell is pretty strong, I think.
窓を開けて換気します。谷風さんが嫌でなければですが。
Yeah, let's just hope that the cum smell doesn't waft into the other room so that Kaguya and Noah can smell it. Maybe they'll be confused as to what that smell is and won't know that it's cum. I don't mind. Huh? Is she okay? It almost sounds like she prefers the smell of my cum to the deodorant spray. That's what I'm thinking. No, I'm being too self-conscious. I'm overthinking it. It can't be.
何をもだえてるのですか?
I feel like I achieved my goal. I achieved the goal. Maybe it's just the feeling of getting over a big problem. Well, you're only half done. Like how you were half erect. Not only did I get an erection, I even came.
何が良かったのでしょうか?
I just feel so happy I can't really put it into words.
確かに、お互いに少し冷静さを欠いていた気がします。気をつけないと。
She says, extending a hand to me. I take it into mine without hesitation. Thanks. It's all thanks to you.
いえ、タブレットをチェックしたいので、渡して欲しかっただけで。
You need a... Good thing they wiped their hands clean so that they didn't get anything on the tablet. Oh, right. I still have it. I messed up. I hardly let go of her hand. But she didn't. She doesn't let go. She squeezes it back. Aurea.
改めて、よかったですね。谷風さん。
It's fine. I know, Aurea. Thank you so much. I'm so happy I could hug you and go for a dance together.
結構です。
Sorry, I got a little too carried away.
ですから、この件では謝らなくていいです。相当嬉しいのはわかりますから。
Aurier then takes the tablet and cleans its screen. He got some of it on the tablet, unlucky. She goes back to her usual professional demeanor, as if nothing even happened. However, she's still flushed from ear to ear. Seeing that she'd completely forgotten about it, I take the liberty to opening the window for her. Thank you for having us, you two. We should get going.
ええ、おやすみなさい、二人とも。
Yeah, Aurier needs to take another bath.
続きを読むのが楽しみだ。この世界の作家は考えることがすごいね。
After taking enough time to cool down, we decide to call Kaguya and Noah so we can be on our way. Fortunately, Noah is in such a good mood after reading her manga that she doesn't notice how nervous we are. However,
では姫様、お二人をお送りしてきますので。
Aurier, maybe it's not a good idea to change your actions so drastically. Sure, let's go with that.
え、僕がいるから大丈夫だよ。というか、その格好で？え？失礼いたしました。オリエったらどうしたのかしら。ねえ。
Don't look at me like that. Ori and I decided to keep quiet about what we did, so I can't say anything. And it's not like I can get an erection at will just yet either. See you later.
ええ、また遊びに来てね。もちろん、絶対に来るよ。
Even as we waved them goodbye, I can't help but stare at Aurier as she bows her head deeply in shame. That was the first night in a long while I was able to feel pleasure, and I slept like a log.
Tenshi Souzou Reboot. あからさまな浮かれ顔。なんかあったか知ってる？
Hey, you got a girlfriend. That's better than the lottery. Maybe not for some people.
なんだっていいじゃない。年頃の男の子が掃除機をかけてくれるなら、なんであろうと大歓迎よ。
I could go hang the laundry next, right? It's looking like it's gonna be a sunny day, so it's better to get that out of the way.
なんか怖いし、私自分で干してくる。
2 weeks into summer break, I feel the best I've felt in ages. Because you came? Because you finally got to come? Things are starting to look hopeful as far as my crotch goes. I was finally able to let out some steam. Okay, yeah, he was. And I'm definitely cheerful about it. Though there's no guarantee that I'll be completely cured, so I haven't told anyone about it.
男の子が急に家事を頑張る理由。彼女ね。
I'm sorry to disappoint, but no.
だとしたら、何かしら、追加でお小遣いが欲しいとか？
Listen, Yuzuki and I were on the same wavelength. The only problem is that, you know, technically Aurier and Riku haven't started dating, even though the kind of thing that Aurier did with Riku is something that you would only expect a girlfriend to do, but, you know, they haven't confessed to each other. No, something good happened, that's all. Just as I put the vacuum cleaner away, my smartphone rings. A text message from Aurier. Seeing her name makes my heart skip a beat. It's the first time she's gotten in contact since that night. maybe Kogi's away, and she wants me to come again. She wants me to come again. In what way, Riku? Now that he can actually come, what way are you referring to? We've made good progress, so there's no reason to stop now. We haven't talked about it, so we probably should do it. Eager to read her message, I opened it and see.
圧力鍋という殺傷兵器について緊急の問い合わせ。
Oh no, she wants help with more white goods. Reading the contents of the message leaves me no choice but to ask the only person I could. Mom, pressure cooker's hard to use.
急に料理の話始めるとか、やっぱり彼女じゃないの。
Never mind that. A friend's asking for help.
ふーん。
Yeah. A girlfriend, if you will. What?
まあ、そういうことにしといてあげる。で、何が知りたいの？
天使創造リブート。
Tomorrow afternoon.
この度はお世話になります。これはつまらぬものですが。
Oh, wow. Thank you. You really shouldn't have bothered.
そのお約束って異世界の人もやるんだ。おお、これは駅前にある大人気のぬらりまんじゅうだ。ふちんと皮が弾けると、ぬらりと現れるあんの食感がやみつきになるという一品らしいぞ。
Hey, Noah, this is mine, alright? You're not allowed to have any of my manju. Noah holds up the box of sweets and with sparkles shooting out of her eyes. How does this freeloader know more about what's popular around town than me? Because that's all she does. What are you talking about? You literally called her a freeloader. What do you expect? She has a lot of free time. It must have been hard to get, right? You really didn't need to.
近所ですし、たまたま残っていたのを買っただけですので。それに、無理を言ってお邪魔させていただいているのですから、これぐらいはさせてください。
Well, I guess we can't do this in front of Kaguya.
どうしてだい？
I mean, how would you feel if you went to a restaurant and the chef didn't know how to cook?
それは恐ろしいね。
They wouldn't have opened a restaurant if that was the case.
姫様の従者として、醜態を晒すわけにはいかないのです。
かぐやさんは気にしなさそうだけど。
Oria has her pride. Oria has her pride as an attendant, you know. She can't just get sloppy because Kaguya wouldn't care.
なんでお兄が得意げに語ってるわけ？
Huh? Well, we just talk about that sometimes, I guess. Right?
はい、教えていただく以上、意図はお伝えしております。
Especially in front of Riku.
ふーん。それで平日のお昼に親のいない自宅に連れ込んで個人レッスンと。
Well, no, Oria and Riku have had a lot of private lessons, all right? At her house.
個人レッスン。
そうなのか、リク。そういうのは良くない。
Well, no, the problem is he has already done it, all right?
真っ昼間から、しかも僕とアマネもいるというのに。
Well, it's a good thing that I already did both of their routes, so they should be okay with it, right?
いや、その方がスリル&エロスで盛り上がるというのは分からなくもないけれど。
You know, maybe it's a good thing that that Riku's parents aren't home, so that they didn't hear Noah say that.
けれど、家主のいない場でそのような不埒&不敬なことは見過ごせないというか。
Calm your wings down, porn angel.
人を薄い本みたいに言わないでくれないかな。
Yeah. I'm here to teach her how to use a pressure cooker, so go away if all you're gonna do is make fun of us. Go and enjoy the manju, would you?
わかった。邪魔はしない。それではごゆるりと。
Hermione leaves with a smirk on her face, even as I shoo her away. Sorry about that. I know you came here to learn and all.
いえ。はい。
She bashfully looks away from me and stammers her words.
困りますね。
Huh? She's embarrassed? Does that mean she was thinking about that too? No, this is the first time we've seen each other face to face since what happened that night. It must be that, right? How else am I supposed to take this?
あ、そうでした。谷風さん、こちらを。
Huh? A letter? She hands me a white letter. Huh? What is this? Can I read it now?
もちろんです。鍋を持参しましたので、その説明書です。
Oh, okay. They keep making manuals a single page and folding them these days. I unfold the piece of paper and check it over. Thank goodness it's big enough to hide how red my face is. Why did I think it was a letter? You thought that Aurier would give you a love letter? That was the sound we were waiting for. It's pressurizing correctly now. Now just lower the fire and let it sit.
はい。
The amount of cooking you want to do varies depending on what you're cooking. Who would have guessed? So make sure you put it on low heat accordingly. We're making curry, so it doesn't need that much pressure at all. We could turn it off right away. You don't need a pressure cooker for curry. What?
わかりました。今回のカレーは0分。その場合はすぐに火を消す。
It really depends on the recipe. So not all kinds of curry are gonna be that way.
確かにそうですね。ご指摘ありがとうございます。
She dutifully takes notes as we cook. Aurier's also gotten used to taking notes of questions to ask later. Wait.
バックログ画面だ。
Taking note of questions to ask later. And she doesn't even mind me looking at her notes, so it makes teaching her a better experience. She's really such a good student.
しかし、慣れてくると恐ろしさが薄れるものですね。
You mean the pressure cooker?
ええ。買い物をしている時に、奥様方が爆発させたという話を聞いた時は震え上がりました。便利だけれど、扱い方を一歩間違えれば大惨事となる。まるで魔法のようです。
Is it really that dangerous?
知らないとそう思うものです。
If you say so. I don't know much about magic, and it's honestly scary. But you wanted to try it even though it could be dangerous?
はい。その、短時間でとても美味しくできると聞いたので。ならばと思い、こうして頼らせていただきました。
It's amazing how you're always striving to improve yourself.
いえ、そんないいものでは。
She's really shy today for some reason.
鍋は大丈夫でしょうか？
It looks fine to me.
ぐつぐつと煮えたぎって、とてつもない圧がかけられているのですよね。それこそ、想像もつかないほどの熱で圧迫されて、熱いのがたまりにたまって、限界を迎えるかどうかギリギリの状態をなんとか保っていて。
Aurier, you're still talking about the pressure cooker, right? You're not talking about anything else that gets hot. You're not talking about anything else that...
我慢できずにたまらず触れたら、爆発して中身をぶちまけてしまうんですよね。
Oreo, shut up. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about the pressure cooker. You're talking about the pressure cooker, right? I feel like that got slightly suggestive toward the end there.
そうですが、何か違いましたか？
Yeah, you definitely weren't talking about anything else that, you know, that relates to something that you did together a few days ago, right?
お兄にそんなのわかるわけないと思う。
Amane, when did you get here? As soon as she started. She got here as soon as she... Never mind.
なんかエッチな話してる気がしたけど、鍋の話だった。逆にすごい。
I was trying to make a joke, but the start of the joke didn't... The way I started the joke didn't bode well with how I was trying to structure it.
どこか紛らわしかったでしょうか？
傍から聞いてたら変な臨場感があったよ。ほら、壁の向こうでマッサージしてるのを勘違いするパターンだよ。うん。
はあ、
She looks at me, her eyes pleading for an explanation, but I simply shake my head, telling her not to worry. If you're just here to mess around, go back to your rooms. We're trying to cook here, and definitely not talking about anything suggestive.
なんてすかしてるけど、お母さんに聞いて練習してたくせに。
What?
動画も繰り返し見て勉強してたね。
そうだったんですね。
Hey, you're not supposed to tell her that. You're ruining my vibes here.
驚きました。圧力鍋というものは、あんな短時間で美味しくできるものなのですね。
Well, that's the point of a pressure cooker. It's able to cook food a bit quicker. It makes a bigger difference when it comes to stews and stuff like that. It was so good. I walked by her side and looked back on today's curry. The curry we made to try out the pressure cooker came out really good. We still have dinner later, so I didn't eat too much of it, but still, I wish I could have eaten more. You can just save it for dinner, right? So you can eat more.
私も家で作るのが楽しみです。
You went through the trouble of making it, so are you sure you don't want to take it home?
ええ、夏場で傷みやすいですし、復習も兼ねて家で作りたいと思います。
You're always such a hard worker.
谷風さんこそ私のために勉強していただいたそうで、ありがとうございます。
It's nothing. Sorry for making it seem like I knew more than I did.
そんなことありません。こちらも急でしたし。
Yeah, Riku just wants to seem reliable. That's why he secretly researched all of that stuff about pressure cookers.
しっかり対応しようとしてくれた心遣いがありがたいのです。
And pressure cooking in general. I'm glad to hear that.
もしかして今までもそうだったのでしょうか？
Huh?
今回のように事前に勉強し直したり。
Oh, well, it might sound lame, but I guess I did sometimes. It'd be bad if I taught you something incorrect, and I got to learn some things myself. To teach is to learn, as they say. Correct?
谷風さん。
Orie stops walking when I turn around. I see her pressing a hand to her chest.
かっこ悪くなどありません。あなたの誠意に改めて感謝を。
She then bows her head to me. Thanks. It makes me feel kind of shy when you praise me like that.
自信を持ってください。 あなたは確実に私の日々の助けになっています。今日もたくさんのことを学び。そうでした。少々お待ちください。後で書き留めようと思っていたことがありました。
Go ahead. She takes out her notepad. Oreo is always taking notes whenever something crosses her mind, but I noticed something. You're running out of pages, huh?
はい。今日のでたくさん使いましたから。そろそろ新しいのを買わなきゃいけないんですけど。ちょっと、もったいなくて。
Notepads are for writing then. You got a lot of use out of it.
そうなのですが、こうしていろいろと教わって、新しいのにしたら、それを手放すみたいで惜しいというか。
Letting go.
それは、知識というか、経験というか。
She's not usually this evasive about things. When she says it'd be bad to let go, is it because her notepad is full of her memories with me? Yeah, but think about it, Aurier. Once you fill up one notepad, and then you can start your second notepad with more memories of Riku, and then eventually you'll have 2 notepads. Which means which means you'll have more memories. Nah, that's too much of a stretch. Aurier.
なんでもありません。気にしないでください。ただ、私がついつい買いそびれてしまってるだけなので。
While I hesitate to respond, she cuts me off. Well, I may not know why she's so attached to her notepad, but still. Want to go shopping for one? There should be places still open. If you don't want to use it all up, why not get a new one and keep it on hand just in case? That way, you won't have to worry about running out of space. You won't have to worry about running out of space. You can always keep writing.
はい。そうですね。
We might have days where you write a lot, and it'd be bad if you run out of space when that happens. When that happened. Wait, yeah, when
バックログ画面だ。
that happened. He talks in future tense the whole sentence until the end. I think it'd be good to get a new one right away.
待ってください。
Sorry, am I being too pushy?
そうではなくて、申し出はありがたいのですが、ノアさんがいないのに、そんな寄り道をしても大丈夫なのですか？
Oh, that. Take a look around. Take a look at this. I then produce a white feather.
それは？
She gave me this when we left the house earlier. If anything happens, I can use this to call her right away. Yeah, this is the plot device that can be used to avoid having Noah around while he is trying to bond with his soon-to-be girlfriend of a specific route of a route.
なるほど。確かに特別な力を感じます。ノアさんに通じて助けが呼べるんですね。
Yeah, I can take a detour, go shopping together. And stay the night over at your place if you want. Sorry, I got carried away and said something weird. Never mind me. No, she's debating whether or not she should accept the offer of the last thing you said.
冗談だって分かってますよ。
Then why do you look so serious?
谷風さんがしくじったという顔をしたから、どう反応するか見てみようかと。
Aren't you being a little mean?
では、セクハラだって騒ぎましょうか。
No, please. It was my fault.
自爆。
バックログ画面
Please?
だ。
No, it was my fault. I can never win, can I? But I like that we can joke around like this now. Are you sure that's the one you want?
はい。私が選んでいたら、迷ってまだ決められていなかったと思います。
Yeah, she's going with the notepad you suggested because it's the one you suggested. It's not for any specific reason. It's just because it's the one you wanted. It's the one you picked out for her. In the end, I was the one who chose the new notepad she's holding now. I just saw that she was unable to choose and tried to give some advice, but I ended up choosing for her in the end. It's sort of scary how things turn out like that. I thought it'd be nice to come to the mall since you'd have more options, but I guess it wasn't such a good idea.
いえ、ここに来てよかったです。おかげでいいのが買えました。
Are you sure you got a wonderful notepad, or are you only saying that because Riku was the one who chose it for you? She hugs the notepad to her chest with a content smile on her face. It's like I gave her a present or something. Oh well, as long as she's happy. I wasn't expecting you to be so indecisive at all, though.
そうですか？なかなか決められずに、姫様にお任せすることも多いですが。
Or
バックログ画面だ。
I wasn't expecting you to be indecisive at all. Not there was no so in that sentence. Oh, she did help you choose your clothes when we came to buy some a while ago.
あれに関しては興味がなかったというのもありますね。
Yeah, and the next time you choose to buy clothes, make sure to invite Riku so that he can pick out the clothes, and you will always accept the clothes that he chooses out, even if they don't compliment you well. Is there anything you're more interested in?
そうですね。
She looks around and points to a particular shop.
あれとかは興味があります。
A lingerie shop?
興味ないですね。装飾動向よりも動きやすければいいので。
I'm sure you'll change your tune when you start dating Riku. Figures. What am I thinking?
その向こうの垂れ幕です。あ、こちらにも大きなのがありました。
I look again and see the poster she's pointing to. An exhibition about the evolution of creatures. Didn't know we had those.
テレビでも見ましたが、修練進化は特に興味深い内容でした。
Wanna go take a look?
残念ながらまだ始まっていません。
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a while before it actually opens.
それに、さすがにもうそろそろ帰らないと。
Oh, right. It's pretty late, huh?
ここまでお送りいただきありがとうございます。
You know, Orie, the offer's still there if you really want him to stay over for the night. I mean, he'll probably be sleeping on the couch instead of in your room, but, you know, the thought is still there. Don't mention it.
あと、これもありがとうございます。
She holds up the new notepad, covering her mouth with it.
これからもよろしくお願いします。
Thanks. I'm counting on you too. It really seems like a bit of an exaggeration for a notepad, but I decided to keep that to myself.
それでは失礼します。
Oh, and be careful with that pressure cooker.
困ったらまた連絡します。それではまた。
Orie turns around and leaves in high spirits. And as I see her walk away, I feel a strange sense of fulfillment swell in my chest.
天使創造リブート。
All of the dark clouds that were hanging over us before summer break started to completely gone. And that said, I'm still not completely cured. My output remains at a constant 50 to 60%. And just as I was Thinking of testing it out tonight. I got a video call from Orie.
わかりました。この件はこれでよしと。
So you can test it out with her as well. Orie removes a sticky note from the new notepad we bought together a few days ago. You're using the new notepad already?
はい。前のものから要点を書き写してるので、すでに結構使いましたが。
Well,
バックログ画面だ。
already, you're using the new notepad already, huh? I forgot the huh part. Oh, is that why you have so many pages filled already?
です。
She holds up the notepad for me to see. Or maybe she's trying to hide the blush on her rosy cheeks. If only the sprite would show her rosy cheeks. And I had to re-say that line for the recording. She's so cute.
それでは今日はこの辺で。
Actually, no, I probably don't have to re-say that line because I could just use the original clip, and because I probably had that line said before the mic cut out and the USB hub disconnected. Sure.
あら、もうおしまい？ちょっと私にも話させて。姫様、何かご用でしたか？
It looks like Kaguya got into a room. Walked in? You mean walked into? Okay.
何度かノックしたのよ。けれど、反応がないけど話し声はするし。珍しいなと思って見てみたら。なるほど。リクとお話中だったのね。気づかず失礼しました。そのままで大丈夫だから。
Orie is definitely not gonna take that well.
はーい、リク。こんばんは。
Hi, Kaguya. Sorry for keeping Orie distracted like that.
それは全然構わないのだけれど、こんな通話じゃなくて、こっちに遊びに来たらいいのに。
Her question wasn't that complicated, I think.
そうじゃなくて、そろそろマナの制御の練習も兼ねて。ね。なんだったら、私への小種提供だって受け付けてるわよ。
Huh? Seed? Crap. I know it's a joke, but I can't help but want to grin. I managed to maintain my composure when I look over to Orie. Hmm? What happened to Orie? It looks like she wants to say something. What's wrong?
二人のこの反応の微妙さ。
You're only realizing that now?
冗談半分だったんだけれど、どうやら本当にお邪魔だったみたいね。
I know you're joking, but I really don't know what to say when you start thinking about donating. When you start talking about donating seed or whatever, right, Orie?
いえ、ご両人同士のお話なので、私に振られましても困ります。
She usually would just yell at me for not being decisive, or for refusing the princess's kind offer. Is there something on her mind?
私、完全に何かの流れをぶった切っちゃったわね。
Yeah, Orie wants to be the one to mana train you, Riku, alright?
ごめんなさいね。いえ、そんな、もう要件も終わっていましたから、何も。
Yeah, it's cool. If that's all, I can talk to you later.
そうだったわ。その話をしに来たんだった。オリエ、あなた明日お休みね。はい、わかりました。姫様は？くるみにまたゲームしようって誘われたの。前回私に第6感覚で負けたのが悔しかったみたいで、リベンジに燃えてるのよ。そういうことでせっかくだから明日はお休みでお願い。はあ、わかりました。
Yeah, let's hope that you don't spend your whole day off with Riku.
くるみからだわ。ちょっと明日の話してくるわね。
I had something else I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to put it.
リク、それじゃあね。
Sure, have fun tomorrow. That sure was something.
はい。いきなり明日がまるっと空いてしまいました。
Does that happen often?
まあ、思い出したように休みを出されることは時々ありましたね。なんでも、私は放っておくと働き詰めで、周りからこき使っているように見えかねないそうで。
Oh, well, I can see why she would think that.
どういう意味ですか？
You do seem like someone who doesn't take time off work.
失礼な。私だってオンとオフの区別はつけています。
Uh-huh. Really? Have any plans for tomorrow then?
溜まっている本を読んだり、日頃できない水回りを徹底的に掃除するとか。
Uh-huh. Yeah, Orie, that sounds like...
言わないでください。私もさすがに途中で気づきました。認めます。私はどうやら休むのが下手みたいです。だって、急に休みとか言われても、パッとは思いつきませんし。
It's really hard for me when she opens herself up like that. It makes my heart beat so fast. I have to try very hard to not look awkward.
まあ、明日までに計画を立てておきます。
Also, it's funny how I complained about how Riku was so self-conscious that he would keep thinking that what he says to Orie sounds like a creep. That he sounds like a creep when talking to Orie. And then, as soon as I complain about it, he has not brought it up since. Because fuck me, am I right? I never thought I'd meet a person who doesn't know what to do on their days off.
何ですかさっきから。最近の谷風さんは失礼な気がします。
Sorry. Well, everybody has their own way to relax. It's not something I should make fun of. I think it's fine if you do whatever you want, as long as you don't end up doing work, I mean. For example, didn't you mention you wanted to go to a presentation at the mall?
ああ、いろいろな生き物の進化の比較展ですね。
How about that?
確かに、もう始まってるようですし。
Orie nods as she turns to check her notes. Of course, she jotted down the date the exhibition would open.
いいですね。では、それにしましょう。
Sure. Good thing you got something to do now, huh?
もう、からかわないでください。では、明日は午前の早めに集合でいいですか？チケットは私が購入しておきますので。
Uh-huh.
日頃のお礼ですので、これぐらいは払わせてください。
No, it's not that.
ん？
I'm coming too. Well, yeah, obviously, you're going on a date with Orie.
すみません。私、いつもの調子でつい忘れてください。
No, wait. I'd be happy to go with you. I just blurted that out, but I'm not lying. I'm really not, but it's a little embarrassing to admit. Though I don't want to back off it and pretend that I didn't mean what I said anymore. I mean, if you don't mind me being with you, I'd like to go.
お付き合いいただけるとありがたいです。
Yeah. I understand. She doesn't mean going out that way. But it definitely makes me feel a little conscious all the same. After that, we decided on a time and place to meet, and our call finally came to an end. Well, we're all set now, so...
はい。明日もよろしくお願いします。
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, I was yawning, okay? The two of us seem unwilling to end the call, looking for any excuse to continue. I quickly realize that there's a part of me that doesn't want the call to end. See you tomorrow.
ありがとうございました。
And with that, the call is over. My heart is still beating like crazy in my chest. Will I even be able to sleep tonight? In the end, I only managed to fall asleep long into after midnight. Even as I wake up and get ready to go out, I can't get my heart to settle down. I'm 5 minutes early. Not too early, not too late. I promised Aurier that we would meet up. We would meet here at the appointed time. We promised that neither of us would be here too early, waiting for the other. It took some convincing to make Aurier stop worrying about wasting my time, though. Maybe waiting a little will help me prepare mentally some. I see my reflection on the window of a nearby shop and check that I look good. I happen to make eye contact with the clerk inside the shop, and they give me a little awkward smile. I feel like this is the second time this has happened recently. I probably look like a nervous young man. Well, it's true that I'm nervous, but I need to keep it together. Today's the day I give this back to Aurier. I feel the handkerchief in my pocket to make sure it's there. She gave it to me the day we had that end of semester party at Kogyu's place, but I completely forgot about it. And when she comes, she'll come from that direction, probably. I fiddle with my phone and wait for her to arrive. The wait is surprisingly less excruciating than I thought it would be.
谷風さん、お待たせしました。
Whoa. But then Aurier seemingly materializes out of nowhere next to me. Oh, wait, what? Did she come from the literal opposite direction?
やはり先に来てたんですね。もてなす側が待たせてしまったようで恐縮です。
I just got here, promise. Besides, you're not an attendant trying to keep a guest happy today, remember?
それは。
I thought we were here to have fun together. What's with that little sad pout? I wish I could stare at her forever. No, I need to keep it together. Don't tell me you're wearing that because you wanted to be formal too.
はい。私服や制服とも考えたのですが、ここはやはり間違いのない正装で臨むべきかと。
I see. You're feeling nervous, huh?
当たり前です。恥をかかせるわけにはいきません。
An embarrassment to Kagyu or to me. I think about it for a moment, but decide not to press her on it. She's doing this out of concern for me, after all. I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it.
では、間もなく会場です。行きましょう。
Yeah. Aurier looks at a pamphlet she seemingly got before meeting up with me and starts talking. Straight to business without small talk or anything, huh? Well, I guess that's how it is. How she is. I guess that's how she is. No, wait. Do you want to stop by somewhere before going to the exhibition?
いいえ、別にどこにも用はありませんが。
But the exhibition is that way. She flushes heavily and buries her face into the pamphlet again. Is she not good at reading maps, maybe? I'll lead the way, okay?
お願いします。
She fiddles with her jacket bashfully. Damn it, I want to stand here and watch her being cute all day.
面白かったです。
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Good thing we didn't see a single fucking second of the exhibition.
進化という考え方はとても興味深くて、体系的に見るととても理にかなっているのですね。
Yeah, I sort of knew the concept from school, but there was a lot of cool stuff I didn't know. As we went around the exhibit, we started discussing everything we saw. The exhibition was mostly aimed at children, but there wasn't a dull moment. That's because any downtime you spent looking at Orie, there was so much stuff to look at and learn that we couldn't get bored. Apparently, it's the perfect topic for a visitor from another world like Orie. I was really surprised to learn ants evolved from bees. But it sort of makes sense when you think about it. The other huge surprise was termites. They look so similar, but they're not even related to ants or bees.
なんだか、私より谷風さんの方が夢中になってましたよね。
Well, he got to learn about his own world, so, you know, I'm sure most people would be more entertained than someone from a different world. Well, it was more interesting than I imagined, you know. Sorry, I couldn't add much to it after you invited me off and all.
いえ、全く問題ありません。
Here's the thing, right? Would someone from a different world be more fascinated? I'm trying to think, right? Because me, as someone from Earth, should be more fascinated about the evolution of animals from my own world, because the subject makes the world feel more alien. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But you get the point, right? We didn't talk much while we went around the exhibit itself. The two of us focused on the exhibits, and we walked together in silence. It'd be a pretty uneventful date. Get rid of the first pretty. If it wasn't for that, at least. Yeah. What is this? What is this about? I sort of missed my chance to ask, so I let it be. But I'm really curious. Orie, can I ask you something?
はい、何でしょうか。
You know what happened in the middle of the exhibition? I mean this. I gently held up my hand and she shudders.
はい、すみません。急に手をつないでしまって。
Did they? Because, like, here's the thing. If this happened in the 18 plus version only, why? It doesn't make sense. But if they're bringing this up like it happened, but I didn't get to see it. So it either happened only in the 18 plus version, which doesn't make sense, or it didn't happen at all. So they're just confusing everyone playing through this game who played through Orie's route.
あれは集中してて、無意識というか、驚かせてすみません。
I mean, this route has been confusing from the very beginning, but you know, at least we got to see the parts that are confusing. Never mind. At some point while we were watching the exhibition, Orie suddenly held my hand. I was surprised, but just as I tried to hold it back, she let go. Oria bowed her head apologetically after that, and we simply moved on to the next exhibit. Oh, don't worry. I was surprised, but I didn't dislike it or anything. What's with that response? But it really felt like she did that unconsciously. I was so surprised that I don't even remember the exhibits after it happened.
やはり早めに来てよかったですね。空いてましたし。
Yeah, there was a line of parents and their kids when we left, so coming early was a good call.
はい、来てよかったです。お付き合いありがとうございました。
Thank you for inviting me. It's really sounding like we're going our separate ways now. But there's that sense of reluctance hanging over us. Just like when neither of us wanted to end the call yesterday. Orie.
はい。
There's that silence again. We're both trying to think of a way to keep the conversation going. We're here already, so why not take a stroll? If that's fine with you, I mean.
はい、構いませんよ。私が今日は一日暇なのはご存知ですよね。休むの下手ですし、上手な休日の使い方を教えてください。
Whoa, you're making me out to be a monster here.
昨日のお返しですよ。
You can hold a grudge, huh?
相手は選んでいます。
Oh, is it just with me? So she chose me then. This is good, right? She means that in a good sense, I think. I don't know. I don't have any experience when it comes to these things.
では、少し寄りたいところがあるのですが、いいでしょうか?
Sure thing. I follow Orie, and though she gets slightly lost on the way there, we make it to the lockers. A refrigerated locker. Did you buy some food before we met?
そういうわけではないのですが。
She says, pulling a big cooling bag from inside the locker.
念のためにランチを作ってきたのです。
She made lunch? For real? Orie.
はい?
Orie.
なんですか?
What were you planning to do with that if we went home after the exhibition?
家で食べようかと。
Orie.
ですから、さっきからどうしたんですか?
I almost missed the chance to eat your cooking. You should have told me.
そこまで考えが至ってませんでした。用事が済んでからも一緒にいるとは思わなかったというか、本当に念のために用意しておこうぐらいのものだったので。
Orie looks extremely embarrassed and apologetic. She's so cute, but she's flushed from ear to ear. But still, it's sort of strange. At least today, I wanted to stop restraining herself. Orie, you're being too reserved. You really don't have to act that way. At least not with me. I cleared out my whole schedule today. You had a schedule? To spend it with you. So don't think like you're bothering me.
はい、わかりました。私も一日空いているので、よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, that's more like it.
はい。
Sorry if I'm being too overbearing.
いえ、そんな。
Man, my heart's pounding so hard. I can't believe I almost missed eating the lunch you prepared. That would have been a huge shame.
食い意地が張りすぎでは?
Can you blame me?
そんなに楽しみにされても、味は保証しませんよ。
Don't worry, your food is always the best.
は ひどいプレッシャーです。
She says, despite the sweet smile on her face. Seeing her so happy reminds me. I really wish she relaxed and let herself have fun more often. It's so good. I can't help but express my I can't help but express my joy as I chow down the lunch already prepared for me. She prepared some sort of sandwiches with fresh vegetables, and soft chicken bits with a nice seasoning of pepper and a hint of mustard. Taking away the fact that I'm eating them in the middle of the hot summer park, they're really good.
よかった。急だったのであまり手の込んだものは作れなかったのですが。あ、そのお肉は圧力鍋も使って作ったんですよ。
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. You got the hang of it already, huh?
ええ、もう苦手意識はなくなりました。
Man, she's cute when she's smug like that. When she's smug as well. What is this, by the way?
さあ、うちの地元の名もないまかないですので。同僚たちも握りパンとしか言ってませんでしたし。
Bread to go.
ええ、本来はもう少し柔らかくしたパンで具材を握り込むようにして食べるので。
So sort of like tacos.
タコスですか。
Yeah, let me show you. I look it up on my smartphone and show her. This is it.
確かに似てますね。うちはもっと厚手のパンでしたが、食欲をそそる色をしてますね。今度作ってみます。
She quickly pulls out her notepad and starts jotting things down. Ori is always so thorough and nice. She finishes taking her notes, rests her hands on her knees, and watches me eat with a fun smile on her face. Aren't you gonna eat too?
ああ、そうですね。
Yeah, this is meant to be your day off, Ori. You're not trying to act as Riku's attendant, are you?
すみません。毒味の必要がないのでうっかり待っていました。
Sample it, like for poison or something. Is your country dangerous enough that you need to try food like that?
いえ、どちらかというと好き嫌いの面が大きいですね。
Of course, yeah, because you need to sample it to see if she likes how it tastes.
姫様の好みというより、スネーウの城下町には味が極端なものが多くて、幸い私は特に好き嫌いもないので先に食べて判断することが多かったですね。買って残すのも悪いじゃないですか。なので毒味を。
So that's what you meant.
ええ、美味しいものは文句なしなのですが、困ったものです。
Well, just be glad that Kaguya hasn't found a food that you like, but she doesn't, or vice versa. That's cuter than I imagined. Munch.
あ、こちらの魚のフレークを使ったものも美味しいですよ。
Oh, that sounds good. I'll have some of that.
しょっぱめですが、私は好きです。
Give me a second. I'll finish this in one bite. Munch, munch.
そんなに急がなくても誰も取ったりしませんよ。
And so we keep talking about whatever while we enjoy the lunch. I suggested coming here instead of the food court because I thought it'd be a bad idea to eat there, and it looks like I was right. Sorry for staring. I was just thinking that was a big bite. Sorry, that's probably not something a girl wants to hear.
いえ、それは構わないのですが、大きいですか？気にしたことありませんでしたが、仕事柄 短時間で書き込んでしまうことも多いからでしょうね。
Oh, that makes sense. I guess attendants don't get much time to enjoy their meals.
こっちに来てからはそうでもないですが、スネーウにいた頃はそうでしたね。まあ、姫様曰く、織江は自分から仕事を探しすぎだそうですが。
I can really picture that.
適切にしているつもりなんですが。
Oh, Orie, you have sauce on your face.
これは失礼しました。雲の。
Wait, I have something for you. And then I fished the handkerchief out of my pocket.
それは。
Sorry, I was planning on giving this back to you today.
構いませんが。
Well, that's what handkerchiefs are for, and I washed it already. A little taken aback, Orie brings the handkerchief to her mouth. Oh. And she wipes her mouth with the handkerchief. Handkerchief I was just holding. I know it's not a big deal, but it's almost as if my fingers indirectly touched her lips.
わざわざありがとうございます。受け取りました。
My fingers indirectly touched her lips. That is worse than an indirect kiss. The bringing up part, I mean. Yeah, no problem. Even after she takes the handkerchief, my gaze wanders to my fingers.
どうせ使うものなので、お気になさらず。さあ、食べましょう。
Orie folds the handkerchief and places it between us, so it's easy to reach. Am I the only one who gets conscious about stuff like this? I keep eating to try and hide my embarrassment. Phew, that was great.
結構量があったのに、綺麗に食べてくださってありがとうございます。
It's easy to eat when the food's good. Though I would have been in trouble if she didn't eat her share too.
はい、お茶です。どうぞ。
Oh, thanks. I take the cup and we both drink tea together. The tea has a somewhat unusual taste. It has an understated aroma, but the aftertaste is strong and refreshing. Is this tea from your hometown?
いえ、ブレンドされたジャスミンです。さっぱりしてるので食後に飲むのが好きなんです。お口に合いませんでしたか？
No, I like it too.
そうですか。よかったです。
I lean back and look up at the sky as I drink my tea. Phew, this is so relaxing. Orie also enjoys her tea quietly. There's no need to fill the silence with another topic. We just simply enjoy each other's company in silence. I wish I could have food like this every day.
毎日ですか？
Yeah, Orie, that's a hint that you should start dating. You should start dating Riku.
この量を毎日はさすがに太っちゃいますよ。
Right. She took that well. I just talked without thinking, but she's not phased at all. That's Orie for you. There's no need to push the topic, so I keep silent and drink my tea. I bring the cup to my lips and follow Orie's gaze. Orie is looking at the parents playing with their kids in the park. She looks really calm and content. Does she have a soft spot for children? Now that I think about it, she had that same gentle expression on her face when we were helping that kid find her parents at the beach. Speaking of which, that's probably when it started to take an interest in her. She tends to be quiet and seems harsh at first glance, but there's more to her than that. She's passionate, clumsy, honest, and adorable. Yeah, and I wish I got more scenes to showcase those sides of her. And she has a playful side to her. That too. I want to know her more. Yeah, me too. Being by her side is so soothing. I think I really fell for her.
どうかしましたか?
No, just thinking. Wondering how you feel. You keep staring at those kids. Do you like children?
ああ、多分そうなのだと思いますが。
You're not sure?
好きとかそういう観点で見たことがなかったので、まあ庇護対象ではあるとは思いますが、どう思いますか？私は子供が好きなんでしょうか？
Hard to say.
ですよね。特に今まで欲しいとかは思わなかったのですが。
Yeah. Until now. Does that mean?
さて、谷風さん。
Yeah, that's a hint, Ori. That's a hint, Riku. What's up?
お昼も食べてしまったわけで、どうしましょうか？
Oh, let's see.
私、特に遊べるような場所は知らなくて。何もないなら、これで。
Ori, remember what I said about having the whole day off?
はい、わかっています。ですが、本当にいいのですか？私、この先のアイデアなんてありませんよ。
I'm not hoping for you to entertain me here. I nod and turn my gaze back to the families playing around in the park. I want to be together, even if we're not doing much. How about you?
私は。
She follows my gaze, and we both sit there for a moment looking at the families.
私も同じ意見です。
That's good. Hearing that makes me really happy. That was enough to make my whole day. Okay, then let's spend the whole day together.
はい。休暇の過ごし方を少しでも極めましょう、マスター。
You're saying master again.
少ししつこかったですね。
I'm not really into the idea of being the day off master now. But it feels nice when you call me that at least.
ではマスター、これからどこに行くかご指示をいただいても？
Man. She can be a little bit of a joker herself. Maybe that's just how she is when she doesn't feel pressured to be all about work. The real Aurier, maybe. Suddenly, the image of her helping that lost little girl comes to mind. Want to go to the beach?
海ですか？
Don't want to?
いえ、ただ手ぶらというか、想定外なので、水着は持参してませんよ。
Me neither. We don't have to dip in the water or anything. It might just be nice to go check the place out again. What do you say?
でしたら、行きましょう、海。
Alright, perfect.
はい、決定です。